30 and 20. It says, "And though the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gives you the bread of adversity in the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers." The Lord set his men out here, you know. You see, but you got some that's gonna get a little bit and do their own thing with it, you know. You see, you have to respect your elders, you know. And ultimately, I said this because Asher was talking about. He spoke about something about Yahweh Shai. I said, and in my mind, I was thinking, hey, the Lord set up men though, you know, in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, you know, and we have to be taught this. None of us just grasped this truth and to say, oh yeah, man, and came up with this truth on our own. The Lord set you up teachers, man.
Jeremiah 3 and 15.
That's right. He said that. That's right, bro. You know, he put teachers here. That's so you can learn, right? And you're supposed to come in order. That the kingdom of heaven is about order. You know, you see, you got to come in your own order. You know, that's why we practice it. You know, we practice order here. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that been, you know, in this truth 20 years and they're younger than me. You know, you got brothers been in this truth 17, 15 years and they're younger than me, man. You know, but you still got to practice order. Just because they younger than you don't mean that the Lord didn't set them over you, man.
But think about too, when you talk about order, with order you have just think about it, right? If you have us trying to come up and Elder Apostle Tahar wasn't even up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To even give us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how's that? You
Yeah.
know, everything has to be done in decency and in order.
Yeah.
Right. As I said, every man in his own
order,
right,
his
you know
own
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
His
yeah,
own
yeah,
right.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I was about to bring that up.
everything has to go in the way it's planned.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, because if it doesn't, then we see how it is.
Right.
Right. We see right now the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yep.
Right. The women rule over them. Right. It's the whole nine. Everything is out of order.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord is getting ready to put everything
Yeah,
back in
yeah,
its
yeah,
rightful
yeah, yeah.
place,
The
in
Lord
its rightful order,
Yep, yep.
in its due time and its due season.
And what's
You
the
know what I'm
opposite
saying?
of order? The chaos.
Come on.
And what
And
did
that's why the world is in the state of it. It's in the state where it's in right now.
right? But what
Yeah.
did Paul do? Paul never tried to bump against Peter, even though he was the most eloquent teacher, because at that
Mhm.
time he was speaking multiple languages, especially Greek. That's why he had to go to the Gentiles. But Peter was the head. You never seen Paul bump up. Yes, he corrected him, but he never a bump against the authority.
Hey, on the contrary, Paul said he was the
Yeah,
least of
I
the
was just
apostles.
about to say
Yeah.
that. Come on, that's the spirit, yo.
Yo, they just like the regular
Humble.
people,
Yeah, they just pulling niggas over in the water. That shit crazy.
Get right behind it.
This Esau's kingdom, man.
Yeah.
You know, a kingdom divided against itself should not stand, man. This shit is just crazy, bro. How you get pulled over in the water?
Yeah, he just snatched him up.
I
Right.
mean, that shit is crazy.
You look at
man.
the one time we was out here, I said that you had to have a license, but to drive a boat, yeah, you do.
Hey, you spend all that money on these boats, man. You know, you pay all of those fees to
Yeah,
park
you gotta
over there
have
and
a
shit.
license.
Right. And they just come on the boat and just take your shit over, man.
Yeah, you gotta go to shore, buddy.
Esau's, man, this shit is crazy.
Just wasted
Man.
bread on that.
They just so money hungry, man. You can't this is not it, man. This is not it. This ain't it, man. You know, you can't even park. You go downtown and park in the wrong place. Now you got to pay money.
Hey,
You got a ticket.
What happened?
What?
Don't want everybody
Downtown.
in the box,
Oh,
man.
oh yeah,
They
yeah.
set people
Oh,
They set everybody up.
yo. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, if you guys, it's like
That's
this.
crazy.
Right, parking lot.
Hey, if you guys can't see that you're in captivity, man, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah,
If you can't see that Esau about to get control over you, I don't know what to tell you, man. Because
right.
this whole system really gets geared to get control and power over you.
You
Yeah.
can't fish without a fishing license.
Yep.
You can't get into the water without some kind of light. Like everything costs, man. You can't
Yeah.
get on the road without a license, without having to pay. Everything you have to pay for, man.
But this the land of the free, though.
the one of all things. You should be getting to the to your enemy for the one of all things, man.
This
Right.
is this.
Oh, even Salaki, even Chat GBT.
No, sorry, bro. You got it.
Even Chat GBT would say America, everybody that mostly live in America is oppressed. Even Chat AI
Yeah.
is telling you
Yeah.
that you're oppressing America. Message.
Message. Oh, damn. Message.
I'm telling you, yo, even
Man,
even AI
it's a
said
great
that
one.
America is where
Yeah.
there's a multitude of people being oppressed in the United States, mainly the Black, Latinos, and Natives. But brother, don't.
I got a precept, man. No, I got a precept since you just said that.
Okay. Cool.
Classic.
We still got time.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7.
All right.
It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad,
Right.
and a gift destroyeth the heart. Now, see, the wise man gonna be pissed off at this oppression, man. You know, the average person, they don't know, they don't really know, you know, that they're oppressed. They think, man, you know, they doing good. They get to eat, they get to go to work, they get to pay their bills. They don't understand that this is really oppression, man. You know?
They don't understand why it's happening.
Yeah.
They're just like, I don't understand. I try to do right, and then they don't understand.
You niggas still think y'all living in the greatest country in the world. You know,
Yeah,
everything. Hey, man, and then everything get more expensive. You go on TikTok or one of these or YouTube, you see people complaining about they can't even buy themselves a shirt because this shit is so expensive here in America, man. You know, and then ultimately, man, it's really the Heavenly Father speeding the times up, pushing the hand of Esau Edom to get this shit cracking, man. You know, he's oppressing the shit out of y'all because he know what Revelation 12:12, what you just brought out in the group chat. You know what I'm saying? Because he know that he have a short time. Now he's getting this shit going, man.
Yeah.
You know? And you people just living here, not even paying, not doing no research, you know, just being great guinea pigs, man.
Right.
You know, this place is out of here, man.
They know how to count money, but he can't measure the time. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, this is
gotta-
Proverbs. Like, read that.
Oh, hey, you heard me.
Proverbs 29, verse 2.
Yeah.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule,
The people mourn.
Going back to what the brother was saying.
Mhm.
Pressure makes the wise man mad. You know, but the people, the creation in its entirety is mourning. You know,
Right.
why? Because the wicked is in authority. You got
Right.
whales washing themselves up
Uh-huh.
and on the beaches committing suicide. You know, you got just people they just losing their mind, man.
Right. It's suicide is increasing.
Mhm.
People unaliving themselves.
Yeah.
Because they can't bear it. One lady, because they took her husband retirement plan. She said, "What I'm gonna do when he here? I might as well go too."
what I got in the UK, it was a UK or I know like over across there they got like suicide pods where you can go in and you can basically delete yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's how bad it is.
They set this shit up.
That's how you know they
Yeah.
know.
You know, you can go in and they ask you a question. You sure you want to do this? There's no going back. Yep. Okay.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
crazy. What you got, Asher?
Yeah, I got a point. I got a point because brother brought out about the wicked bear rule. So I asked ChatGPT, what race is the most powerful as a whole compared to other races of people? Now it gave me a whole diatribe, but here's the point I want. Historical context. European, white population, especially Western European and their descendants, the U.S., Canada, Australia have a significant global impact over the past few centuries. This was largely due to colonial empires, British, the French and Spanish, the Industrial Revolution, industrialization, military and economic dominance. This led to systems like capitalism, global trade, and international law being shaped by Western norms and interests. And the modern global power centrals, Western nations, the U.S. and the EU, still hold considerable power via wealth, made the world's millionaires and corporations, military and cultural exports. That's basically all on that. But the main point is that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he rules the world right now, man. And right now the world being run with wickedness.
Yeah.
Because as Scripture says, the wicked, what's the word? Job 9:24.
Yeah. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Yeah.
So he owns the world right now, man. And shit, even Esau knows. Well, even ChatGPT knows.
Yeah.
No, they all know. They won't want to admit it, but they know.
Yeah. Everything is a scam. You know, college scam. You know, they know damn well 80% of the people that go to college, whatever they go to college for, they're not gonna end up making money off what they done spent the money for. You know what I'm saying? They know that already, but they'll still sell you a dream. Or if you're educated, you'll make this amount of money, or whatever the case may be.
Esau come in and had no experience.
Yeah.
His uncle worked for
Yep.
it, and then get the same position
Get
that he
a-
had to go
yep.
to school for.
Yep.
man.
Right. They tell you that even in ChatGPT, but there's other websites you can go to that they say all billionaires and certain people of wealth, they send their kids to like a financial school.
Yeah.
They don't learn the same thing that we learn.
Yeah, they learn better stuff.
And all of that.
Yep.
They tell them their history from generation to generation themselves, but they teach them literature, when I'm saying the word right,
literature.
economic, infrastructure,
Yeah.
agriculture,
Uh-huh.
all those things that can gain them more wealth.
Yo, and I remember one day I was talking to it was this Edomite I used to work with, and this motherfucker he had a 700 credit score. He never had nothing in his name before. Do you know that Esau they work on their kids' credit score?
Yeah,
They don't teach you that in society. Yeah, they don't teach you that in society. You would never know because we so oppressed, right?
Jake working on the left hand side.
Yeah, yes.
You be a baby, your ass is in debt.
Yeah, you in
Like,
debt
hold on,
because your
right,
mom
right,
done put the
right.
cable bill on your name and shit, the heat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The debt. You know what I'm saying? Like we really live in the curses for
That's
real.
what Muslims do. They own the store for 5 years.
Yeah,
and they
put it
change
into the other. Yeah, they put it
That's
in
why
another.
when their kids get older,
they got credit score.
they got the car that you want.
Yeah,
They got the Mercedes.
the first thing, the first car, Mercedes Benz, and
Yeah.
you be like, damn, man.
Oh,
You know, and that just,
You got-
and that's big, and that's just it's just crazy because, you know, when I heard him say this shit, I'm like, I know this man, I know him, I know he ain't never had his own house, none of that shit. But you got a 700 credit score already? Like, how'd you get that? And then all the other Edomites, they came and tried to defend them real fast. It's like they know something that we don't know. It's like they families, their infrastructure, and their family teach them about shit that they don't know. They know we supposed to be oppressed for real. A lot of them do know that. Like them suburban Edomites, they know. They learning certain shit that we don't learn about.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, man.
Hey, but that also goes into the secret counsel of the wicked.
Yep.
They do
Psalms 83.